Now, there's a large group of astronomy fans in Ireland. They brave bad weather and poor visibility to get a glimpse of something unusual happening in the skies. Well, our reporter Niall Martin recently joined a group of enthusiasts for an early morning gathering in Skerries in County Dublin to see something which only ever happens twice in quick succession each century.
It's 4 a.m. and the car park at Skerries Strand is beginning to fill up. This hardy bunch of astronomy fans are here in the hope of catching a glimpse of what's called a transit of Venus. This was the transit of Venus in 2004. The planet Venus moves across the Sun, taking 6 hours to come out the other side.
This is an extremely rare event, and the next one, it is so rare, the next one will not come around until 2117. Not in most people's lifetimes, we hope. This is our own Sun, and the little dot on the top right-hand corner is the planet Venus. And as you will see here, we're very near, with about, I'd say, 20 minutes to go before the planet Venus touches the edge of the Sun and then exits. And then from here on in, Venus will be ahead of the Sun and becomes our morning star.
But a transit of Venus is more than just a pretty sight. The 1769 transit allowed scientists for the first time in human history to pinpoint our precise location in the universe. Third rock from the Sun, 93 million miles away from the big fiery ball.
The idea was that if you observe from two locations on the Earth, Venus, as it crossed in front of the Sun, that you would actually be able to determine the distance to Venus.
Amateurs across the world took part in this great scientific experiment, and scientists were able to use their observations to measure the distances involved.
And nowadays what we do instead is we actually can bounce signals off the planets and get the echo and measure and time them. So that's another way of doing it now.
Just like in the 1700s, astronomers in many parts of the world were disappointed because of bad weather, and the cloud here in Skerries is determined not to lift.
Whereas astronomy itself and how things move under gravity is a very exact science, and we can predict today eclipses and transits hundreds of years in advance to seconds of accuracy. I'm afraid the weather is not accurate. Weather systems are very difficult to forecast, and one of the reasons for having lots of different expeditions was in the hope that they wouldn't all be clouded out, as we can well appreciate here today.
Weather is very unpredictable, I suppose, so yeah, you never know what you're going to find. I mean, there's always the possibility that, you know, it may have cleared this morning, so it was worth getting up for it, especially since we won't see it for another 100 years. So
disappointed, but, you know, happy to be up doing stuff in the morning, you know.
Good run of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's such a rare occurrence, so felt it had to be done, you know.
So we'll leave you with some gorgeous images of the 2012 transit of Venus captured by Brian Aldrich from North Carolina, where the weather was perfect.
Astronomy Ireland run lots of stargazing events. For more information, you can go to the website address, which is on your screens now.